I will get justice for Osinachi Nwachukwu. Hello, wonderful people. You are welcome back again to my channel. This is Rita Space TV. In case you are coming across my channel for the first time, please endeavor to like, comment, and share this video. Please, let's move this channel to the permanent site. Endeavor to comment, like, and share my video. And as you do so, may God bless you abundantly. The Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, Mrs. Pauline Tallinn, on Monday vowed to get justice for the late popular gospel artist Osinachi Nwachukwu. The Punch reports that the 42-year-old artist died on Friday after spending days at an undisclosed hospital in Abuja. Colleagues of Osinachi, who was a lead singer at the Dunamis International Headquarters, Abuja, accused her husband, Peter Nwachukwu, of beating her. Subsequently, the husband was arrested by the police over the death of his wife. Reacting to her death on Monday, the Federal Minister of Women Affairs, noted that with the singer's death, it is now truly obvious that violence knows no class or creed. She stated this in a statement she personally signed and titled, "The Untimely Death of One of Nigeria's Finest Gospel Artists." Tallinn assured that the ministry under her watch will prosecute the matter to get justice for Osinachi. Guys, we are so happy for this information, for this news reaching us now, because now the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs now have involved themselves into the matter, and they have also promised that they will do everything to make sure that justice is done, to make sure that Osinachi Nwachukwu gets justice for what happened to her. So her statement read as follows: "As with every news of domestic violence which spread like wildfire, I was woken up to the news of the untimely death of one of Nigeria's finest female gospel artists, Osinachi Nwachukwu, who was said to have died as a result of cancer on 8 April 2022. This could have passed as one of those news until new facts stated emerging that she died as a result of domestic violence. Then you begin to wonder and ask how such a talented and self-accomplished individual who loved God has been a victim. It is now truly obvious that violence knows no class or creed. It could have been that she cried out to her pastor or church or friends or family, but all she got was 'it is well.' And now that the inevitable has happened, they are speaking out. It is not well if we carry on with the traditional ways of sweeping bad behavior under the carpet. In Nigeria today, domestic violence is a crime under the Violence Against Person Prohibition Act 2015. The federal government of Nigeria and the states have declared zero tolerance to gender-based violence, and so the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs under my watch will prosecute this matter to get justice for Osinachi. It is obvious that her children also need psychosocial support to heal from this trauma. If it is true that their father will go the whole length of tying her up and asking the children to flog her with a cane, this is unbelievable and must be condemned in all its ramifications. The ministry, working with relevant authorities, will set in motion the mechanism to rehabilitate these children so that they do not grow up damaged and assume that such acts are normal, thereby poisoning our society. I know that more women are going through such traumatic experiences. Please give them a listening ear, provide wise counsel, and save them from untimely death. I am not advocating for divorce for those who will misunderstand me. All I am asking is that we stand up to the truth where necessary and promptly, so as to save a life when we have an opportunity to do so. We cannot continue to keep losing our young women to mentally unstable young men, all in the name of marriage, life first before anything. Our religious and traditional institutions, as well as our immediate families, must join us in this fight to rid our society of such acts before they become fatal. May the souls of Osinachi and all those who have lost their lives as a result of domestic violence rest in peace. Please, if you see something, speak out so that together we can save lives. These are the statements of Federal Minister of Women Affairs, Mrs. Pauline Tallinn. These are the statements she made on Monday, and she has vowed to see that Osinachi Nwachukwu gets justice. I pray and I hope that this innocent woman get justice, that this matter is not just swept under the carpet, just like other cases that we've heard of, just like Oromoni, Sylvester Oromoni issue now that is now swept under the carpet. My earnest prayer and desire is that as this woman now, this Federal Minister of Women Affairs step in, my prayer is that this woman will get justice. My prayer is that this one will not be swept under the carpet like so. And please, women, we need to speak up because life has no duplicate. Life has no duplicate. Whenever you are in a domestic violence, be it marriage or relationship, and you see anything, you see the man exhibiting any traces that can lead to death, either by beating you or doing anything that can lead to the death of the woman, it's better you speak up. And if you see anybody going through it, please speak up on behalf of the person, because enough is enough. And as well, because a lot of women, they are being trained how to live with a man. When they are going to their husband house, there is a lot of advice, a lot of things that are how to train women to live with their husband, how to so many attention are placed on the female girl child, on how to be a good wife, good mother, good this, how to serve the man, respect the husband. But no much training is passed to the men that are bringing in women into their home as a wife. Most of this training, they are never trained. Their own is that anyhow you are, whether you are good behaved or not, as in you will find a woman to live with you. So as much as we are training our female children, our daughters, on how to behave well, on how to be a good wife and all that in their husband's house, let's also pass that same training to the male children. Let's also pass that training to the man who is also bringing a woman into his own house as his wife. Let's pass that training to them as well, because if the men are also trained on how to be a good father, how to be a good husband to their wife, and a good father to their children, I think this kind of situation will be less. It will be less in our society. This kind of things, it won't be as it will be, this kind of violence will be reduced to the barest minimum. Please, let's watch out. Let us help one another, because one, life has no duplicate. Be it a man or a woman, if you are involved in any relationship or marriage that is toxic, that is abusive, even though I know that the Bible say is against divorce and God is not in support of divorce, but at least separation is not a sin. You can at least separate from that relationship. Separate and be alive for your own sake. Separate and be alive for your own sake, because what happened to this woman is something that can be avoidable. But because of negligence and religion is another factor. Because most pastors now, as in, if you go to them telling them what your husband, telling them you're in an abusive relationship and your husband did this and that to you, your husband is beating you, your husband is beating you, maltreating you. If you tell them, most of them, the advice you get from them is that don't worry, keep praying for him, keep praying for him, keep doing your part, Some people will even say, okay, cook, change your cooking habit, the way you cook. Learn how to cook, different meal. Learn how to, how to wash his clothes. Learn how to be presentable. Learn how to be good in bed. So many advice and all that. So let's our religious leaders, please, when somebody come to you for this kind of thing, that they are going through this or that in their marriage, please. I know most religious leader will not advise them to divorce. So please, but at least you can advise them to separate. They can be in another house and be praying for their partner to change. They must not be in the same house, because being in the same house is what leads to this kind of thing. Being in the same house in the name of praying for the man to change, that is what leads to the death of this woman now. So they can separate and be in another house and another building, another house entirely away from the man, and be praying for God to change the man, or if it is coming from the woman, or God to change the woman as well. Please, thank you guys for watching. And if you are coming across this video for the first time, please endeavor to like, share, and subscribe. And see you again in my next video. Bye for now.